Psychologist Lawrence Kolhberg created this whole scheme of moral reasoning with 3 levels. The first being that when we're little, we take action with the intent to gain reward and avoid punishment. When we grow older, we see rules as black or white, bad or good. By the time we're 13, we are allegedly able of constructing a wider picture where morality exists on a spectrum of circumstance and understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lawrence Kolhberg committed suicide. The reward: breathing no longer. The punishment: the pain it brings your family, your friends, a stranger on the street. We want to say it only hurts those who are closest to us. But humans mourn as a whole, as a single breathing entity. What is lost to one person is lost to all. We want to know your story. That's why we hate book burnings. The black: the grave your best friend reads her poetry at, standing in ballet flats with the med going around her feet, wondering idly if the grass growing on your plot is fed by your bones and if the dandelions growing there is your way of responding. Knowing that you're actually dead, that you didn't stick around long enough to see her succeed, kind of hating you, kind of jealous, kind of wondering what actually made you do it because she's pretty sure it was her own failure that caused you to do this. And believe me when I say that this will fuck up every relationship she will have from here on out. She will never be over this. The demons in your brain might tell you differently, that we all move on, that we'll all make new friends, but she won't ever be the same person. For years, she will hollow out instead. And you won't be there to stop her from getting way too drunk, night after night. You won't insist she put down the 8th shot of tequila, and when she ends up in the hospital. You won't be there to sit with her on days when she just needs someone to sit with. And you won't be there to stop her from dating all those people that she knows are bad news, but she'll do it anyway, just out of want for distraction from missing you, just because she has that longing desire to escape the 6-foot hole you drove inside her. The white: no one will speak poorly of you. For a month at least. No one decent anyway. In fact, no one will speak of your name at all. It will sit like a bitter seed on their tongue. They will avoid talking about you because that's what people do in pain. They dance away from it until the bad nights where the boxes that they shoved away, their guilt and their horror and utter misery, will come tumbling down upon their heads and suffocate them. This sounds great if you've been bullied. So good, let them suffer for this. But the truth is, there are more good people than bad out there. And the good ones will blame themselves more than the cruel ones ever will. Girls who are used to helping out little birds of their classes will find themselves wondering why they didn't see you in time, how it was possible that one slipped through their fingers. Boys who just wanted someone to talk to about how bad it was will wonder if they should have taken that final step too. Because if you can't do it, why should they be able to? People who are kind but have been too shy to have approached you will sit in your class and stare at your empty seat until they feel sick. The full spectrum of morality. Don't kill yourself. Not for anyone else, but because your story hasn't completely played out. You are still in the exposition. The greatest novels have their heroes go through hell in order to walk out forged by the fire. Hearts strong as steel and a future so bright it burns your eyes to look at it. There's always something for you, and there is always something that you are good at, whether you believe it or not. There are people you could save just by sharing where you have been. Grow up to be a psychiatrist, a teacher, a parent, an artist, a nurse, a dancer, a doctor, anything you want. Please, just make sure this doesn't happen to kids anymore. There are poems to write, and kites to fly, and frogs to catch, and pools to go swim in, and so many adventures to be had, and so many impossible moments you can't even fathom. So many brilliant, tiny little miracles that will just keep you afloat just a little bit longer, just a little bit more. And I know this because I have been where you are. And for the last 2 months, have lived in that dark place. The place where no light shines. But I'm working my way out of it, using my teeth and claws and the skills that I've developed. And after a long, long time of doing this, I may not be perfect, but I'm getting stronger. Eventually, this disease won't control me anymore. I hope you'll be there the day I'm better, because I want to be there for you too, so we can both celebrate our getting through.